And then there were 8. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let me check that. Okay, now we have our 8. The NASCAR playoffs are hitting the crunch time, the actual important rounds where the actual contenders contend. And the round of 8 is going to lead off into Las Vegas, then Homestead, and Martinsville. And today we want to look at every one of these drivers and see who really will be the ones fighting for that championship at Phoenix. In 8th is the newest entry after disqualifications for Alex Bowman, and that is Joey Logano, who sits 11 points back at the cut line entering into this round. And I'm going to say this, Joey Logano has probably been the weakest of these guys in, but now he goes into a round that I personally think lines up pretty well for him, and seeing how it's an even number year, which I will continue harping on that until he is officially eliminated, it is still very much possible for Joey Logano to win his 3rd championship. And when you look at the next-gen era so far, well, he's been pretty good at all of these tracks. His last finish at all 3 of them were top 10s, and while he's struggled at times at Las Vegas, when the team can run all the way to the finish, they run well. He has the 5th best average at that track in the next-gen era of these 8, 4th best at Homestead, but his 4.2 average at the next gen at Martinsville is insane. 6th, 5th, 2nd, 6th, 2nd. He is only 2nd to his teammate we'll talk about in a bit. And if Joey Logano is within striking distance at Martinsville, he will be in the Final 4. 7th is the most popular driver in Chase Elliott, 9 points back. He has been under the radar all year, and it kind of reminds me of a bit better performing Alex Bowman. He's been very consistent, but he has not really been, I would say, as fast as his 2 faster teammates of late, Byron and Larson. And he hasn't been one of the fastest playoff drivers of late either, so he's going to need a good round. He's struggled mightily in his time at Las Vegas with this car. He is the worst of the playoff guys, and he also is 5th of the 8 when it comes to Homestead, where he's been relatively mediocre with top 15 finishes, but not top 10s. But Martinsville is the one that I think he could actually do pretty well. 4 of his 5 next-gen starts at this track have been top 10 finishes, and he had a next-gen career best of 3rd at Martinsville back in the spring. So Chase Elliott is somebody I'm not going to count out. Now, 6th is Denny Hamlin, -8, and he's looking to beat all your favorite drivers. Hamlin has survived a round that I think a lot of people thought he could have been eliminated in. He survived penalties at this point, and he's shown a lot more grit and resilience that he really hasn't had in recent years. Is this his year? I don't know at this point, but when you look at how he's been at these tracks, he's been really solid at Las Vegas. 4th of the 8 playoff guys left, and he has 2 straight top 10s there. And at Homestead, while his average is low, he was running up front last year. He got a top 10 in his first start with this car there. I fully expect Denny Hamlin to be in the top 5 of this race. Martinsville is the real question. This team can be a top 5 team competing for a win at Martinsville, and then they can easily also be a car that is around 30th. The last one underwater as we run now is Ryan Blaney, 4 back. The defending champion has, I think, put a better season altogether this year than last. But it's a matter of if this team can turn it on like they did last year when it came to this round, where they finished 6th, 2nd, and 1 at Martinsville. He has top 5s in his last start at all 3 of these tracks, which is a great omen for him. And he is the best at Martinsville of the playoff guys in the next-gen era, with an average finish of 4th. 5th, a win, 7th, 3rd, and a 4th. He finished 2nd at Homestead last year, and he's been really solid when he's able again to finish and not get caught up in other people's messes at Las Vegas. Ryan Blaney very easily could make it to the next round and win back-to-back titles. And if it comes down to Martinsville, I think his teammate is his toughest competition. Of those above water, you have William Byron being the lowest and 4th +4. Byron was the one who locked into this round first. He gets hot this time of year, which he has of late, and this round is probably set up best for him of any driver of the remaining 8. He's been the best out of them at Las Vegas, he's been the second best out of them at Homestead, and he's been top 4 out of them at Martinsville with 2 wins in this era. This is the thing, though. William Byron is either win or run maybe bottom half of the top 10, but usually out of the top 10 at Martinsville. So, again, it's which William Byron shows up. On top of that, you look at his finishes at Vegas, and they have been very solid. As long as he continues to score stage points and finish well, I see no reason why William Byron can't make it to the Final Four. In third is Tyler Reddick plus 10. The regular season champion has been nothing short of completely mediocre in the playoffs. Last week, people were talking about how good of a run he had. He didn't even get a top 10. And he was clawing his way back up into contention right at the end of the race. Now, he is lucky that the first race is at Las Vegas, and I think that's going to play really well into his favor. He almost won here in the spring, and if it wasn't for aero issues, he probably would have won here in the spring. Homestead, I think he can run really well at as long as he doesn't take himself out. That's going to be a big problem for everybody. The one that I am worried about for him is Martinsville. While he got a 7th place finish there in the spring, he has been nothing short of abysmal there in the next gen era overall with a 22nd place average. He is by far the worst there, and if he is on the cut line, I do not trust the 45 team to make it. Second up is the one that might be in the Netflix script this year. I don't know, Christopher Bell plus 13 in second. He has quietly become super fast and consistent at the end of this year, and I think that nobody is seeing this 20 team coming. He is, in my opinion, the underdog, the underground guy, you name it. He is the one no one is looking at, and they should be. Yeah, he's been hit or miss at times at Las Vegas, but as long as he finishes, he's running for the win. He won at Homestead last year and is the best in the next-gen era out of these guys. And at Martinsville, outside of that 35th place finish, he has been hit or miss, but he also has won here. The X Factor, Christopher Bell is super clutch. He very well could win at the last second and get himself through. And then there's Kyle Larson. Number 1 in the grid right now, plus 33 over the cut line. The top guy in NASCAR by everyone's metrics as we run. And I feel like it's a bit close to how 2021 felt for Larson. He's just kind of turning it on at the right time, and he's being really dominant as the rest of the field is bringing their stuff. He is amazing at Las Vegas. He's won the last 2 races there. Yeah, he had the issue last year at Homestead, but he won the year before. And he has finished 2nd, 6th, had a win, and 2nd at Martinsville in his last 4 starts there. There is a real possibility that Kyle Larson could sweep this round. So with that, I want to give you my final 4 predictions. Which 4 do I think get through? Well, first, Kyle Larson. I think he's so far ahead. The round lines up amazing for him. And as long as he doesn't screw himself, he'll be fine. But even then, I feel like he's the only driver who's afforded a mulligan in this round. Then you got William Byron. Again, another round that sets up near perfectly for him. He always gains momentum at the end of the season, and I think he is set up much better than last year to make a good run. He could and has won at all 3 of these tracks as well. Christopher Bell is the next one. Yeah, he comes in great in the clutch, and he has a high-end production value that a lot of these guys just don't have at these tracks. He has won in this round in the last 2 years, and it's very realistic he could win in this round once more. And the last one, because you know what, I'm going to stop underestimating him. It's an even year. I'm going with Joey Logano simply because he might just have that golden horseshoe stuck up his ass. So with that, I'm going to pass it to you. What are your final 4 picks? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're at it, leave a like on this video, share this video, and subscribe to this channel for more great and fun NASCAR content. Thank you so much to all my channel members for your continued support. And until next time, have a good one.